I just want to live right now, you know? I just want to live. I just want to be alive. I just want to enjoy life, be alive, have a good time. Hello, hello, hello. My hair is finally taken out because I was tired of looking like fucking Jim Jones. But, hey. Ooh, this car made some new brakes. And luckily this ain't my car, so I don't gotta pay for that shit. Hey, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Medina. This channel is just a diary of my life and I hope you enjoy it. I was just walking out my house and this nigga was staring me down like he ain't never seen something this fine before. He was literally looking at me like he wanted to crawl into my ass and make a home for himself. And I get it. Like, I get it. I get it. If I saw somebody that looked as good as me, I would be like, God damn. Damn, that bitch fine. And then they start talking to me and they be like, damn, she fine. And she's kind. And she got a nice ass smile. Come on. What gets no better than this? That's really how I be feeling sometimes. I'm really not conceited or any of those things or full of myself. However, I am full of myself. Like, I really do think I'm this shit. I really think like I'm just an amazing woman. And I think if you are blessed to know me, then you really are fucking blessed, because I'm that girl. For real. And you should feel that way too. I really feel like everybody should be full of themselves, and not in a cocky or conceited way or I'm better than you or da-da-da. It's just like, you should really fuck with yourself that much, because it took me a while to get here. It took me a while to really like myself and really fuck with who I am as a person outside of what I look like. I don't want to say I grew up ugly, but it definitely was like giving funny looking for a while. It was definitely giving I don't know what you gonna look like, babe. And then eventually, like, I found my style, I found my look, and you know, it started to come together. But it took me a while to get here. And it's funny because I was talking to Jonathan last night and he's like, yo, you really are funny. And I'm like, it's funny that you say that, because people have been telling me that literally all my life. And he like, nah. I was like, no, I've really been a funny girl all my life, but it's because I had to have a personality, because I wasn't cute. Like, I had to develop a personality. I had to find something to make me, you know, fun to be around, I guess. So I became the funny girl. Some people tell me, I'm not even gonna get into it, because I feel like people who be like, oh yeah, I'm so funny, they don't really be that funny. And the thing is that I'm not funny in the sense that like I'm a fucking comedian. No, I can't tell you no fucking knock joke or anything like that. I think I'm really just a dickhead. Like, I really think that's just it. Like, I really am just a dickhead at heart, and I say dickhead things, which sometimes is funny to people. But anyways, it is Thursday. It is a new day. Guess where I'm going? Y'all got 5 seconds to guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the motherfucking gym. To the motherfucking gym. And I'm tired of saying I don't really want to go, because when do I ever really want to go? I haven't really wanted to go in a while, but who gives a fuck? Because we've got goals. This is the only area in my life that I probably have goals, but I got them. And I'm trying to reach them. So we got to go to the gym. Real con to not having a job is that I can really do things whenever I want, which causes me to do things later than I really should. Because my plan was to go to the gym at 8 o'clock this morning, so that I could start Ubering and everything and I wouldn't be home super late. It is 11:45 and I'm just now leaving my house. I wasn't even up at 8 o'clock this morning. I don't even think I got out of bed until like 9. So that's really the rough part. And I'm really trying to work on that, because it's crazy, because when I had a job, I would literally be out of my house by like 7 a.m. some days. Sometimes like 6:45, I would be out of the house. I can't even get up out of my bed at 6:45. Granted, that shit was actually rough on me, like having to be out of the house and up and awake and all right. Oh, I got really close to that car. I got really close to that bitch. Damn. You motherfucker better not hit me. But granted, I used to really hate being up there early, and that shit was really hell on my body, like hell. But I really need to bring back a little smidge of that, because my days are getting longer and longer, because I keep waking up later and later, and I keep procrastinating and sitting on my couch and telling myself, oh, you can really do this whenever, when realistically I can, but it's more profitable if I do it at certain times. So I need to get my shit together. I really need to get my shit together, especially because my money is dwindling like fast. Like, I feel like every time I check my account, it's like, oh, this just came out your account, this came out your account, this came out your account, this came out your account. Granted, I need to stop spending money because Afterpay and Klarna and Affirm and all of them bitches, they really be catching me slipping because, yeah, I don't be paying shit up front, but every week I'm spending hundreds of dollars on payments and shit, and I'm like, what am I even paying for at this point? I don't even remember. I don't even know why I still owe you money Afterpay. What did I buy? What did I buy, Klarna? What did I buy? And the answer is, I bought a lot of shit. And now I'm just paying for shit forever. I'm just always going to be paying for shit. How am I feeling today? Medina, let's do a little self-check-in. How are you feeling, honey? I'm feeling okay. No, I already told you I'm not going to the party with the girl. That's done. That's done. That situation is clear. Oh, wait, I didn't even tell y'all. So I told y'all that I ended up texting Millie about the whole don't worry about owing me money, blah, 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 blah. She never responded. Cool. But honestly, sending that text felt like I was giving myself some sort of closure because I know I'm not going to get the money back. So like now just telling her, listen, don't worry about it. It's like, Medina, now you can stop expecting it. You can stop expecting a random Zelle payment for thousands of dollars because you know that you're not going to get it. And now you just told her, listen, don't worry about it. So that's done. And also, I don't know, like something about sending that message made me feel like the chapter is closed. Am I still sad? Hell yeah. Do I still love her? Hell fucking yeah. Do I still miss the shit out of her? Absolutely yes. All of those things are true. However, I needed to give myself some closure and I needed to really like put an end to the situation. And I feel like sending that message was me putting an end to it. Even though she didn't respond, I didn't really need a response. There's no, like, I don't even know what she could respond to that other than okay. There's no real response that I needed. However, she did end up calling me like the next night or something like that. And I didn't answer and I didn't call her back because I also don't want to hear her voice. In the last video, it was funny because I was just saying like, oh my gosh, I want to hear her voice so bad. And she ended up calling me that night, which is crazy. But I said I wanted to hear her voice so bad. And then when she called me, I was like, ooh, I actually don't want to hear your voice. I think any sort of conversation that we have would send me in the opposite direction. And I want to move forward because nothing that you have to say to me will do anything at this point because it's months later. Also, you only calling me after I tell you you don't owe me the money no more feels hella manipulative because like you haven't called me in damn near 8 months and now that's what's making you want to call me. Madness, craziness, actually fucking diabolical. So I also still don't have anything to say to you because of that. I don't know, I'll probably still end up talking about her at some point because I still love her. There's no doubt in that. I still very much love her. But we're moving forward. We're moving on. We have to move on because nothing is going to come out of that. Nor do I want anything to come out of that. I don't even want to open that fucking door again. That's Pandora's box for real. And I am leaving that bitch locked. Closed, threw it in the closet. That shit is dead and gone. I don't have anything to say to her. And she really doesn't have anything to say to me because if she did have something to say to me, she would have said something to me by now. So there's that. Yeah, that's really the only news. I'm supposed to go see my dad on Sunday. And I feel like now I'm going because I agreed to go, but I don't really want to go because honestly, my dad and my mom are very similar in the sense that all they do is talk about themselves. My parents don't know me for real. They don't know shit about me. Like if my parents had to describe me to a stranger, they would probably only describe very, very, very superficial qualities and physical appearance. Like of course they could tell somebody what I look like and they could tell somebody the most basic qualities about me, but even still I think a lot of those would be wrong. My parents don't know me for real, like at all. Like they don't know anything about my personality. They don't know what I like to do. They don't know what I don't like. They don't know anything for real, which sucks because I mean, they're my fucking parents, you know? They should know their child. However, this all goes back to the fact that they shouldn't have had a bunch of kids and they should have stopped having kids when they knew that they didn't really want to be a parent for real. My mom knew she didn't want to have more kids and then she went and untied her tubes like a motherfucking dickhead and popped out 2 more kids. And by the time she got to me, she was exhausted. She had been a mom for, my oldest sister is 17 years older than me, so she had been a mom for 17 years, and then she signed up for another 18 years of shit. She shouldn't have done that, and that's truly on her. That was a dickhead decision. And my dad, he has 10 fucking kids, oldest being like 47 and the youngest being like 10. Dickhead decision, because nigga, you don't really want to be a parent for real. I don't even know how we got here, y'all. I don't even know how we got here. Oh, because I was talking about going to go see my dad on Sunday. Because yeah, it's like I want to go see him, because yeah, I want to go see him, but at the same time I'm like, I really don't feel like an afternoon of just you talking about you. And like, yeah, he'll ask me like, oh, how are you, like da da da, how are you? That's really it, but it really won't go deeper than that. And also, my parents just haven't even created a safe space to where I feel like I don't even feel comfortable going deeper for real. Like, I would never feel comfortable telling my parents like my real emotions on things, or my real feelings on things, or real things that are happening in my life. Truly, I would never feel comfortable telling them that. And that sucks. That actually sounds crazy when I say it out loud, but it's the truth. I don't feel comfortable talking to my parents about things at all. They've been the people in my life who have disregarded my feelings the most. And because of that, now I don't trust them with my feelings. And I've had to learn that the hard way. I've had to learn to really protect my feelings from my fucking parents, which sounds absurd. Truly fucking absurd, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. You gotta accept people for who they are, because people don't fucking change. Like, my parents are grown ass adults, old ass adults. They are who they are, and I stopped expecting them to be who I want them to be and started to accept them for just who they are. So I know that, and now my feelings don't get hurt as much. My feelings do still be hurt because they're my fucking parents, and I love my parents, and I wish I could have that like close relationship with them and call them when I'm sad, or call them when I'm hurt, or call them when I just need life advice or anything. Never. I would never call my parents for advice on absolutely fucking anything. Not one motherfucking thing do I want their advice on. And that sucks. But it is what it is. I don't know how we got on this tangent at all, but I'm getting close to the gym, so y'all know what that means. I need to turn on something that's gonna get me hype for the gym, because I don't want to go right now. I'm on my way to an iPad, flash it over. Still talking shit like they bought it. Niggas is broke. My poof went from cute to this really, really fast. I didn't even realize it was supposed to rain like this today, but it is pouring down raining. Whatever. It's fucking raining. And now my hair looks like this. It's like 2 something. And really, I wanted to be driving at 2 o'clock, but now I'm sitting in this car charging it. I still need to go home and eat, marinate this chicken, take a shower. So it's given I probably won't start driving until like damn near 5 o'clock. Maybe, let's see, maybe 4:30. It's 2:30 now. I'm gonna charge this car for an hour, go home. But it's like, I just don't want to rush. I really want today to be over. I want today to end. Honestly, days like this is when I'm like, I really need to find a part-time job, or just a job in general. But the thought of looking for a job makes me so fucking overwhelmed and anxious. Literally, this thought of even just scrolling through job applications and applying makes me want to go crazy. Don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. Don't want to fucking do it, man. Why is being an adult so fucking hard? Why is making decisions so hard? I wish somebody could literally like just control my life, and all I have to do is do what they say. Which sounds kind of crazy, but like, maybe I'm truly like a submissive at heart. Like, tell me what to do. Give me a plan of action and I'll do it, because making decisions myself is overwhelming, and I'm truly exhausted with the idea of making decisions and the fact that I'm going to have to make decisions for the rest of my life. Sometimes I fuck with it, like when I can just do whatever I want, but in terms of like actual real deal life shit and like real important stuff, I hate it. These Kennedy Ryan books, I'm not gonna lie, they make me feel straight as hell, because the sex scenes, ooh, I be like, damn, am I straight now because of these books? Because these books be making me want dick. But it's funny because it's like, It's not even the dick that I want. I just like penetration. This is TMI. Actually, it's not TMI. We're all adults. We're all adults here. I like penetration. And although I am a lesbian, I like penetration, but I don't want a fucking dildo. I don't want no strap. I don't want no girl strapping me. No. It's only one girl that I've ever dealt with that I was even entertaining the idea of her strapping me. And it was because she had like a real aggressive, not even aggressive, she had like a real dominant like vibe to her. But I don't meet a lot of dominant women who I would be comfortable letting them dominate me. So that's really it. If I met more women that I was like, ooh, you giving dominant vibes, might be with the strip. But these bitches, they be soft fucking girls, which is cool, be a soft girl, but have the like dominant to you too, because I feel like I'm both. It's hard for me to find women to date because I can be both things. I wouldn't say I'm a girly girl, but I am very feminine and I'm just soft at my core. However, I am very dominant and very assertive. I would love to find a woman who could be both of those things too, like soft, feminine, dainty, but also dominant and assertive. And it's hard to find it. And when women meet me and they see me being dominant, it's kind of like they sit back into their role of submissive, so now I'm forced to be dominant all the time, and I don't like that. I'm cool with being dominant in certain ways, but I don't want to have to be dominant all the time. Like, let this be 50-50, which is why it's also hard, because I'm a femme who likes femmes. I don't like masculine presenting women at all. Not my thing, not my vibe at all. I don't want no girl that acts masculine, dresses masculine, none of that. I like feminine women. It's hard to find other feminine women who can also be dominant and feminine. I don't know why people can't figure out that you can be both, because you can be all of the things. You can be dominant, feminine, submissive. You can be all of the things. I live in duality. I truly live in duality, and I would love to find a woman that lived in duality too, but it's hard. Those girls, they're hard to come by. Most feminine women that I find still want the gender roles that come along with straight relationships, so they tend to still go for masculine women, because masculine women will give them that gender role dynamic that still comes along with a heterosexual relationship. It's cool, I get that. I get that you want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to be with a woman, but you also don't want to do the things that come along with really dating a woman. You still want to be in that masc femme dynamic relationship, and I get it. Like, I get it, but also it's like, then why are you a lesbian? If you don't really like women and you don't really want to date a woman and you don't really want to like put the effort in that's required to date a woman, why are you really gay? Because you're not. You just sick of niggas. That's my fucking take. If you only like dykes and studs and masculine presenting women, you ain't gay for real. You're not gay for real. That's a conversation for another fucking day. That's actually the most annoying part about being a fucking lesbian from my experience. Especially because, like I said, I only am attracted to feminine women. I tried the whole stud, masculine woman thing. Nah, not for me. I can't even imagine fucking a girl that got on a sports bra that didn't just come straight from the gym. Like, all you wear is sports bras and fucking wife beaters. Not for me. Not for me. I was actually talking to this one girl who was mask presenting. We went to college together, and then it was our mutual friend's 30th birthday party, and we both happened to be there. And I was tipsy and I was flirting, and I was like, I mean, let's see what happens. And I did try to see what happens. And then when we both went back home, she's from Chicago, and of course I'm in Philly, and we was on FaceTime one day, and the energy was cool at first, because I'm like, ooh, it's giving the dominance that I want. I'm still waiting to see the feminine shit, but it's giving the dominance that I want. One day we was on the phone, she was on FaceTime in a do-rag, a wife beater, and a sports bra. Gag. Done. I was like, am I talking to a man? What is this? I was done. Any attraction that I had, all of the attraction that I had for her truly went out the fucking window immediately. I could not see past that. And once I'm fixated on something, I can't see nothing but that. So after that, it was a no for me, dog. It was a no for me, dog, immediately. Actually, it was a hell no for me, dog. It was a fuck no for me. So I'm not even going to try that shit again. And honestly, it's crazy because masculine women don't even really approach me for real, like ever. Ever. Honestly, people truly in general don't approach me unless it's on some insanely sexual shit. I've had women come up to me and say the wildest things, like Me and my friends at a bar, this fucking old bitch comes up to me and was like, ooh, I know your pussy tastes good as shit. Me and my friends was like, what in the fuck is going on here? I've literally had women come up to me and say the craziest things, and I'm like, do I give prostitute? Is that what I give? Because that's not what I'm trying to give. And I don't give that, but it's something about me and people, and they just, actually, I know what it is. People see my body and automatically assume I'm promiscuous or assume that I'm with the shits, and I am not. Am I a little promiscuous at times? Hell yeah, but not just for any fucking body. So when people see me and they like, oh, she got a fat ass, she look like this, she look like that, she gotta be with the shits. No, and it's been like that actually my entire life, because I've had a fat ass my entire life. My body in high school, what I would do to have that body from high school today, I didn't take advantage of it enough. But anyways, I've always had, like, you know, nice little body, nice little fat ass, big little fat ass, not even nice little fat ass. I've always had a fat ass. And because of that, people have always tried to be like, treat me like I'm some sort of fucking hoe. And I don't get it, because just because somebody has a fat ass doesn't automatically mean that they're like with the shits or promiscuous. But I've talked to other women who have like similar body types to me and have always had similar body types to me, and they've had similar experiences, and I've just got to chalk it up to people see a fat ass and they don't know what to do. I don't know why. I don't know why people are like that, but they are. And because of that, here I am, struggling to date, struggling to meet people. Even men don't really approach me like that. Men approach me, but it's always like the men I would never want. Like men way shorter than me, men just with too much confidence, too much dip on their chip, and then they see me and they like, I gotta get that. No, babe, I'm sorry, no. But also I'm like, I'm 5'10", I have a very strong presence. When I put on heels, I'm 6'2", 6'3". Even if I have on like my Doc Martens, I'm easily 6'1". And then got all of this body on me. So I'm like, maybe people just see me and are instantly intimidated. I don't know why. Actually, probably because I have resting bitch face. But like, once you start talking to me, I start smiling. Like, I'm such a sweet girl. I don't know what to do about that. Like, I can't shrink. I can't shrink myself. Like, in the literal form and in the figurative form. I'm not going to shrink my personality. I'm not going to start walking around like I'm not confident. Oh, I walk with my head held high, shoulders big. And they see this tall ass girl with this big old booty and they like, ooh, too much for me. And then they be like, oh damn, yeah, she's actually pretty. What the fuck? And I can make you laugh. Come on. Come the fuck on. Come on. I'm the full package. Somebody's gonna come along and whisk me off my feet. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe I'm gonna fall in love one day and it's going to blow my mind. It's going to be everything that I dream of. It's going to be everything that I've always wanted. I firmly believe that. And I will not settle until I get exactly that. I don't want no bullshit. I don't want to be in a relationship just to say I'm in a relationship. That's fucking weird. I like my company. I like being alone. I like myself enough to not do that. However, when the right person comes along, it's over. It's over. It's truly fucking over. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is actually morning time, and where am I going? Where am I going? I'm going to the motherfucking gym. Of course, where else would I be going? I tried to be productive. Actually, I'm not even gonna say I tried to be productive. I was productive this morning. I woke up and Ubered for a little bit. Now I'm back home, of course. About to go to the gym. Then I'm gonna go back out and Uber again later. I made my to-do list for today and I've already gotten things done. I'm in this cheesecake obsession right now. Like, obsession. And I love cheesecake already, but I had some cheesecake yesterday and I was like, okay, that was your real dose of cheesecake. Now you gotta reel it back in. So I'm gonna get the Jello sugar-free cheesecake pudding mix it into some plain Greek yogurt, add some strawberries and some graham crackers and maybe a little collagen powder for some extra protein, and boom. I know it's not going to taste like cheesecake. I'm not even expecting it to really taste like cheesecake, but it's going to have to do the trick, because the way that I'm feeling for cheesecake right now, it is unhealthy. Sometimes I think Celsius is a placebo effect, but then I'm like, nah, it does it. It does the job. Because when I don't drink a Celsius, Actually, I don't even think I've gone to the gym without drinking a Celsius. And this is the end of my 15th week in the gym, y'all. 15 fucking weeks. 15 weeks. I have not missed a week in the gym in 15 weeks. Claps for fucking me. You go, Glen Coco, because for real, 15 weeks, I'm impressed. I'm actually fucking impressed. This really shows what I've been trying to do, as in, this is not a fad, this is not a diet, this is not anything. This is a true lifestyle change, and me going to the gym feels as important as me going to the market, or me going to do my laundry, or me going to do something that I don't really want to do but I have to do. And that's how the gym feels now. I'm not always in the mood to go to the gym at all. Most times I'm not. Even right now, I'm not really in the mood to go. But same way I gotta go to the market to get groceries, I gotta go to the gym to get a workout in, because I just gotta keep moving my body. I really want to start running. That's my next feat. I probably won't start for a little bit because I'm having some discomfort in my right foot where like my plantar fascia nerve is, and that's basically the nerve that goes from your toes to your heel, but like on the side of your foot. And I've been having some discomfort with that, so I don't want to start running just yet, but I really want to start running. I feel like I need something that's going to challenge me, and I think running will do that, because now in the gym it's not really a challenge. Like even when the weights get heavier, it's like I'm getting stronger, so it's not as much of a challenge. But I want a challenge, and I really want to get back into going to pole classes too, but I really just can't afford it right now. Can I not afford? Nah, I really can't afford. I can't afford shit. I really can't afford anything right now. I'm just making things work. Can I afford anything? No. Is things getting paid for? Yes. I need to be more responsible. Also, yes, but I just want to live right now, you know? I just want to live. I just want to be alive. I just want to enjoy life, be alive, have a good time. The Celsius is already hitting my stomach and I feel like I need to take a shit. But we're here. And clearly I'm in a better mood. It is Friday. I don't know if I already mentioned that, but it is Friday. I wasn't supposed to work on Sunday, but since I bullshitted all weekend, I'm going to end up driving on Sunday too. But that's fine, because I'm not going to work on Monday, because it's, I mean, even if it wasn't a holiday, I wasn't going to work on Monday. I wish it was warm enough to go to the beach. I'm chatty. It's interesting because I haven't really been in a talking mood lately in terms of talking to friends and stuff, and I really just don't be having nothing to talk about. Honestly, everything that I have to talk about, I talk about to this camera, and once I get it out to y'all, I don't really be feeling the need to talk to anybody else about it. I was talking to one of my friends earlier this week about the whole Millie debacle, and her response was just like, yeah, I really didn't need to talk to you about this. I really didn't need to talk to you about this. I'm not saying it was anything wrong with her response or anything like that. It was just like, yeah, I could have kept this to myself. You know, I feel like that's really where I'm at with life. I'm like, I could have kept it to myself, or I could have just told y'all. And that still feels like I'm keeping it to myself. Feel free to sound off in the comments and call me a dickhead and hold me accountable. I'm here for that. But sometimes I'm like, I really just didn't need to tell anybody that. Could have just kept it to myself, because telling people does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. Oh wow, it's actually crazy how fast this caffeine just hit my stomach, and now my stomach is bubbling. I think I should try to go to the bathroom before I go to the gym. Morning, good morning, and clearly it's morning because my bed has been creaking and I don't know why, but it's Saturday morning, and last night I was so fucking annoyed. I was Ubering and I was prepared to Uber until 10 p.m. but not even 10 p.m. I was prepared to Uber until 11 p.m. and I had to stop around like 8:30, 8 o'clock actually, because my phone kept saying no sim. It was making me so frustrated, so overwhelmed, so anxious, and I was just really fucking annoyed because I was on a roll. I was ready to keep driving, keep making money, and I was forced to stop. And it pissed me off so fucking bad. I can't even explain and put into words how annoyed I was. And then when I got home, my phone still wasn't working. I had to do all of these things, and now it's working, but I'm still going to go to T-Mobile once they open to get a new SIM card, because I truly can't be bothered with that again. I was like, maybe I do need a job, because I don't want these types of inconveniences. I'm also tired of here comes me complaining. Let me stop. Actually, one last complaint. I'm tired of having to go out and make every single dollar that I have to make. And I get when you have a regular job, you're doing the same thing, but it's still not the exact same way. And I'm over it. I'm over it, but I just don't know what the fuck to do, y'all. I just don't. We're not talking about job shit. That's actually not why I started this. I feel like I'm in like some sort of isolation mood. I just have no desire to talk to anybody about anything. I just don't have the desire to talk for real or hold conversations or like even see anybody. I don't know what's going on, but like all week I've been feeling like this. I've been feeling super isolated, and it hasn't even been, I don't want to say it's been intentional, but it's been just like slowly creeping up. But I feel like next week is going to be like some intentional isolation. I just want to be in my own energy. I don't want to deal with anybody or any type of conversation. I just really want to spend some deep time alone, and I don't know where this came from. I don't know what's coming about, but I'm feeling like I just want to be alone. So I'm going to honor that, and I'm going to spend some deep time alone. My friend is supposed to come over next weekend, and if I'm still in this mood, I'm going to tell her not come. If my mood changes, I'll tell her that she can come, of course. But if I'm still in this mood, I'm not going to force myself to be around anybody, because I also don't feel like I'll be fun to be around in the mood that I'm in now, because I really am just deeply in my head. Maybe it's because when I'm Ubering, I'm so deeply in my head, like literally just me, my thoughts, and the road. 8 times out of 10, me and the person in the car doesn't talk. Sometimes they want to talk, so we talk. But most times they haven't been in the mood to talk, and I'm like, let's not talk then. It's crazy because a couple of weeks ago I was like, ooh, I want community. I want to be around people. I'm tired of being alone. I spend so much time alone, da-da-da. But right now I'm like, yeah, I really want to be alone right now. I just want to be to myself. I feel like I'm just in a different position in life right now than anybody around me, and I don't want to, I don't know how to even describe it, because I wouldn't even say like I'm feeling envious or I'm feeling jealous or anything like that. I don't envy or have any sort of jealousy towards anybody around me for things they have. Honestly, the only thing that I really envy in life are people who have like family support or just a home that they can go back to, because I really don't have that. And I really think it comes down to I need a break, and I am jealous of people who get to take a break, and not even get to take a break in the sense that like they're just not doing shit or anything like that, but people who get to take a break from bills for whatever reason it is. I am envious of that actually, because I need a fucking break. I need 6 months no rent. That's really it. I just need 6 months of no fucking rent. I haven't not paid rent in damn near a fucking decade, since I was in college. And even in college, shit, I'm still paying for that shit now. So did I ever not pay rent since I graduated high school? Basically no. And I definitely am envious of people who have had some time to take a break, and I just haven't had that, and I'll never get that. Let me not say never. Maybe I will. Maybe somebody will meet me tomorrow and be like, bitch, I want to pay all your bills. Maybe that'll happen, but who fucking knows? But right now, I just need a fucking break. Like, I just need a fucking break. So tired of paying rent. Like, I'm so fucking tired of paying rent, but it sucks so bad because I do not have an alternative. I don't have a fucking family I can go live with. I don't have anybody that I can go live with. The alternative to paying rent, there is no alternative. I was going to say something, but there truly is no alternative, and it's just fucking frustrating. And maybe that's why I'm feeling like this. Like, I feel like I just want to be alone, because I just don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to be around any fucking body, which is really hilarious, because 2 weeks ago I was like, I'm so lonely. And yeah, I just don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to say like I feel like I'm a Debbie Downer right now, but I know myself, and I know myself well enough to know that the mood that I'm in right now is not a good mood to be in around people. I need to keep this energy to myself, and I need to just sit with it and like just figure some shit out. And I don't know how long I'm going to feel like this. I felt like this all week, and I mean, I've slowly been feeling like this for a while, but now it's just hitting more and more and more and more and more. Like, I look at my life now and I'm like, wow, I'm 31 and I had these same problems when I was fucking 24. 7 years later, and not much has changed. And I look at people around me and I'm like, damn, in 7 years, y'all have done so much. But also, y'all have had so much more assistance than I've had. In 7 years, so much of my life hasn't changed because I have not had a break of any sort. I haven't had a break from paying rent to just figure shit out. And it's like shit keeps happening. Life keeps happening, and I feel like I'm still dealing with the repercussions of shit that happened when I was fucking 24, 25, 26, 27, and now I'm 31 and I'm still dealing with the fucking repercussions of shit that I did when I was 24. I haven't been able to fucking regroup and reset. Like, I haven't. I've been just in fucking survival mode for so fucking long, trying to survive, and I'm still barely surviving. And it's like, it's impossible to get to the point where you can just live, where you're constantly just figuring out how to survive. And I think that's the frustrating part about it, is I feel like I'm just in a fucking hamster wheel. Constantly in a fucking hamster wheel, and I don't know how to get out of it. And the only solution to get out of it is to stop it. I can't stop it because then my world will literally just fall apart, and I don't have anybody to help me pick up the pieces. I would just be fucking homeless. One of my friends, she's going through something right now, and she was like, yeah, I'm gonna be homeless. And I'm like, you'll never be homeless if you have an actual home to go back to. Whether you want to go back there or not, whether it's a good place for you to be or not, whatever. If you have somewhere to go back to, you are not homeless. I quite literally have nowhere to go back to. And me and her had like a little weird moment when she said that, because I'm like, no, I've actually been homeless before. Especially when at the end of the day, your parents have a home, you have a room in that home, you can go back there, whether you want to or not. Whether it'll be good for you or whether it won't be. You can still do that. And I can't. I just can't. I don't have that option. It shouldn't even be a luxury. It should be like just regular, I guess. But it really is a luxury. And I am envious and jealous of people who have that luxury, because I don't. And I wish I did, because I need a fucking break. I need a solid 6 months to just reconfigure and recoup and just fucking figure out what the fuck I want to do. That's the hard part, because I feel like if I don't get that break, I'm going to be stuck in this cycle for who knows how long. Because I'm constantly just trying to figure it out, and my brain doesn't work in a way where I can focus on all of these different things at once. That's not how my fucking brain works. Some people can function like that, some people can do that, and kudos to them. I fucking can't. I can't. My brain does not work like that. I feel my mood slowly like just being fucking depleted. And it sucks because I gotta go see my dad tomorrow and just like act like nothing in my life is going on, because my parents just don't have the capacity to hold anybody's shit but their own. Being a parent means that you're supposed to be able to hold your kids' shit. You're supposed to be able to like hold space for them, hold room for them. I wish when life got rough, I could be like, oh, I just want a hug from my parents, or I just want them to tell me everything's gonna be okay. I don't want them to tell me shit. Wow, my mood just drastically transformed from the beginning to the end of this clip. Just thinking about all of this shit. Life is fucking heavy. It just shouldn't be this deep. Like, capitalism has made it to where life is truly fucking exhausting. Just existing is exhausting in this fucking capitalistic ass society, and it drains me to my core. And I don't know anybody else who feels it to the degree that I feel. That don't want to live another 60 years if I have to figure this shit out for another 60 fucking years. I don't want to do it. I'm not equipped. Like, I'm truly just not equipped. I'm not made with whatever shit everybody else is made of to where they can just exist in this fucking capitalistic society. This shit drains me to my fucking core. I can't even put into words how deeply it drains me. And I was talking to Jonathan about this, and I'm like, listen, something's gotta give, because I'm not gonna last much longer. I'm not saying this in a like, oh, I'm going to off myself or anything like that, but I genuinely feel like I'm going to just have like a fucking mental breakdown. Because life shouldn't be this hard. Like, it's not that deep. We're all going to fucking die one day. Like, we're all just not going to exist one day. And from now until then, we really should just be able to like just live and do what makes us happy, and like just be good people and be like a helping hand to the people around us, and like, you know, just live a good simple life. Like, we really should be able to do that, but we fucking can't. We can't. Society has been set up in a way to where if you're not contributing to society in some sort of financial way, or you're not making capital gains, and you're not fucking climbing the corporate ladder or being a fucking capitalistic robot, what the fuck are you doing here? And that's my question to myself. Like, what the fuck am I here for? Because I'm really not equipped for this. Like, I'm not made for this. Maybe I should have been born in fucking, I don't even know. I don't know, because I don't want to be a fucking slave. I don't want to be fucking subject to all the fucking civil rights shit of the 60s and shit. I don't fucking know. Maybe I should have just been born lifetimes ago when people fucking still bartered and shit. I don't know. Maybe I should have never been born. I don't know. Maybe I should have been born a fucking tree. I don't fucking know. But this shit exhausts me to my fucking core. It's exhausting and it's frustrating, because for some reason everybody around me is able to like conform, and I can't. Like, I quite literally can't. If I don't, how the fuck am I going to just live? That's the rough part. Like, if I don't conform, how am I going to live? And the answer is, I don't fucking know. But I'm about to get up and go to the gym. I need to work off this frustration. I'm getting sad, and I don't want to be sad right now. It's the beginning of the day, and I really don't want to be sad. Wait, in positive news, before I go to the gym, I just measured myself, and I've lost 14 inches, y'all. 14 inches. See, that's the only thing that like brings me joy these days. Like, going to the gym, eating good, seeing progress in my body. Like, why can't life be that simple? Maybe I need to be a fucking fitness influencer, but I don't. Social media makes me sick. Social media makes me sick in a way that I can't even explain. Y'all see, I haven't ever told y'all about following me on Instagram, because I don't have an Instagram. Well, I do have an Instagram, but it's deactivated, and it's been deactivated for like 6 months. I'm a chronic Instagram deactivator. I'll come on Instagram 3 times a year for a week at a time, deactivate all the other time, because social media disgusts. Oh, it disgusts me. Everything disgusts me, y'all. Everything. Oh, I'm just meant to live in a fucking bubble. Let me get my ass up. I hear those kids getting ready to come outside. Yesterday, they fucking bounced a goddamn soccer ball, basketball, some sort of ball off of my fucking window. It took everything in me to not go out and tell them to get the fuck away from my front door. Like, truly everything in me. But they're just kids, Medina. They just want to have a good time. And just because you couldn't have a good time when you were a kid doesn't mean that they shouldn't be able to have a good time. So I'm going to suck it up, because this is what happens when you live in a fucking apartment, right? I mean, even if you lived in a house, you can't really control what the fuck the people do outside your house. So it is what it is. But it's Monday. The weekend is over. I'm truly exhausted. But we fucking moved. Yesterday I did end up going to go see my dad with my 2 brothers, and it was alright. It wasn't anything spectacular. It was just okay. It did trigger something weird inside of me. Dad has 10 kids, and he pretty much has 3 sets of kids. He has 3 kids from one woman, 2 kids from my mom, and then 4 kids from my stepmom, who he's no longer married to. And then he has another child that he just had randomly, being a fuck nigga. Each set of kids, I feel like, has a bond with each other. Like, my older brothers, they're all close. Their mom sadly passed away when they were younger, so they're all super close. Me and my sister, and that's the only sibling that I ever lived with my entire life, truly, we're not close at all. We have no actual relationship. I actually have a lot of resentment towards her because of a lot of things that happened when we were younger that she can't admit to. I brought things to her attention and she's literally lied to my face and manipulated me and gaslit me into thinking that what happened to me didn't really happen. And because of that, and because of a lot of other things, me and her just aren't close, and I don't ever truly see us being close or having any real relationship, especially if she can't hold herself accountable to things that happened when we were younger. And me saying that out loud is like, well, y'all were younger, and that is true, we were children. However, that doesn't take away from a lot of the trauma that I experienced at the hands of my sister. And I'm not over it at all. I'm not over it. And I'm especially not over it because she has gaslit me into making me believe that it didn't really happen. So that's the relationship with me and my sister. And it's crazy because me and her are only 14 months apart. My name's Medina, her name's Mecca. You would think that we would be super close. We always only lived together, but we've never been close. Like we've never got along my entire life. We've never had a close relationship. It's so much that goes into that, like so much that goes into that. And from the outside looking in, people always think that I'm the mean sister, but my sister is very passive aggressive and a narcissist. Like she's so many things, and I actually have to stop talking about it because it makes me actually like very anxious and frustrated even thinking about her. So we moved. That's the relationship with me and her. We're not close, whatever. And then my 4 younger siblings by my stepmom, they all grew up together. Of course, they all live together. They all have their like own relationship with each other. And then my younger sister, who she's just an outlier. She's like 10. But when we were talking to my dad yesterday, they were talking about like my sisters and my older brothers and stuff like that. And it just like it was like a, I don't know how to describe it. It was just like a, whoa, y'all all have these like relationships with the people that y'all grew up with, and I don't have that. And I don't even have that with like any of y'all. And the sister that I was close to, my younger sister that I told y'all isn't talking to me right now, who's my nephew's mom, the sister, I was really close with her. Me and her have lived together as adults. We've just like had a real relationship as adults. She's not talking to me, and she hasn't spoken to me for real since October of last year. But what am I saying? I said all of that to say really just seeing my brothers yesterday and hearing them talk, and then hearing them talk with my dad, I'm like, wow, I really feel like an outsider. Like I feel like I all have these relationships and this closeness to each other. One, because y'all grew up together, had experiences together that I would never have with y'all. And because of that, y'all have this closeness with each other that I don't have with anybody. And I say this all the time. I have a lot of siblings, but why am I getting emotional? I have a lot of siblings, but I often feel like an only child because I don't have that closeness with any of my siblings. And because my siblings were all like created in sets pretty much, even my mom's kids. So my mom has my older sister who's 17 years older than me, and then I have 2 brothers who are pretty much a year apart, and they're about 9 years older than me, and then it's me and my sister. So even she had her kids in like sets. So my 2 brothers, they have like a relationship because of course they live together, they had experiences together, whatever, and they're closer in age. But me and my sister she's my only sibling where we have the same mom and dad, which is even crazier. She's my only full sibling. We have no relationship. And I truly don't ever see that changing, because she would have to fundamentally change who she is, and that's not going to happen. She truly is a psychotic narcissist, and people don't see it because they don't have the experiences that I've had with her. And a lot of people don't even truly know who she is because she puts on such a fucking persona. But I know who the fuck she is. Yeah, it just sucks because I really do feel like an only child. Like I don't have that camaraderie with my siblings because I didn't grow up with them. Like I didn't grow up in the household with them, and I don't think my parents ever really tried to like foster that type of connection. Granted, none of my siblings I would ever be like, oh yeah, that's my half sister, that's my half brother. They're all literally just my brother or my sister. And my dad definitely made sure that we all knew that we're siblings. That's it, period, point blank, we're siblings. But still, I think being raised by different people, like me being raised by my mom and my siblings being raised by their mom, and then even my siblings by my mom, they were raised by a different version of my mom than I even got. We all have had truly different life experiences, and we were all really raised completely differently. Yesterday when I was with them, I felt so isolated, and it wasn't anything of their doing, like they were just having conversation, but I felt so isolated because I was like, whoa, I don't know anything that y'all are talking about. Like I can't relate to any of this. That's even being an adult and looking back at your childhood and realizing that you glamorized a lot of shit when your childhood really wasn't that great. I know I was a very troubled child, and I definitely gave the people raising me a hard time a lot of times. Now as an adult, I know it's because I was going through a whole lot that I could not process at all, because of course I was a fucking child. I was going through so much that I couldn't process, and every adult around me seemed like they had better things to focus on. No adult around me like asked me what was going on. Like no adult around me tried to get to the root of the issue or tried to see like, Medina, are you okay? Like, are you fucking okay? So many things was happening in my life, and so many changes were made drastically overnight that I had to like adjust to. And as y'all know, change fucks me up, one, because of like the ADHD, but also change fucks me up because I have like trauma around change happening so drastically that I have no control over, and it literally redirecting my life. And that happened to me so much when I was growing up, and so much of my bad behavior, I don't even want to call it bad behavior, so much of my confusing behavior really is connected to change that happened very fast, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And it's so crazy now as an adult that the adults around me didn't recognize the correlation between everything that was happening, especially because my mom has a fucking PhD. She was a teacher for like 30 years, a principal for years. Like, her work is education, and to think that she saw me and she didn't think like, something is going on with my daughter and I don't know what. But instead, my mom is a narcissist. She took everything so personally. She thought that I was trying to ruin her life and ruin her reputation. And it's like, no, I'm really struggling. It's weird because now at 31, I feel like I'm connecting to my childhood self so much more now than ever. I really don't even want to cry right now talking about this, but I feel like all the needs that I had at 13, 14, 15, 16 are like falling into my lap right now, and it's everything that I need right now. But I'm still not getting it, and I'll never be able to get that from my parents. I really truly have to come to the terms with the fact that I'll never, ever be able to get that from my parents, ever. Not in this fucking lifetime, at least. Really not in the next lifetime either. But it's really so hard to be okay with that, because it's like, y'all fucking created me. Y'all brought me here. What the fuck did y'all create me for? Like, what did y'all bring me here for? I'm forced to just fucking exist and reparent myself and fucking pour into myself all the things that I can't get, but that just feels fucking impossible. It truly feels fucking impossible to give myself all of the things that I'm missing, because I'm just me. Like, I don't even want to say like I'm just a girl, but I really am just a little fucking girl in a fucking grown woman's body. Sometimes I wonder if I have fucking arrested development, like if I'm just stuck as this traumatized fucking 15-year-old. Getting very, very, very emotional. This is like actually a little overwhelming. So I'll be back because I actually have a lot to do today. I need to do my hair. I went and got my nails done yesterday, but I didn't get a pedicure, so I want to go get a pedicure. I just need to come back when I'm not looking like this. It's a new day. What the fuck? My hair is partially done. It did not come out right at all. I couldn't get it as straight as I usually do because I'm pretty sure I just put too much of something in it. I don't know what, maybe leaving. I don't know, who knows? But this is how it looks now. But it doesn't really matter because, as y'all know, I always go to the gym, and that's actually what I'm about to do right now as well. The good news is that I'm in a way better mood than I was in whenever I filmed that last clip. Was that yesterday or was it Sunday? Whatever day it was, I'm in a way better mood. I'm just a really emotional girl. I got a lot of emotions. I got a lot of big feelings, and I'm a crier, and one thing that I'm going to do is cry. So I cried a lot yesterday, and that just made me feel a lot better. The feelings that I have still stand, but I'm not quite as emotional about them, and I'm just moving on, because if I sit in that shit, I'm going to sit in that shit. I'm going to make a home there. I'm going to get real comfy. I'm not going to do nothing but sit and be sad, and I really don't want to be sad. Not even feeling this. I came on here to end this video because it's Tuesday. I just wanted to come back and say I am feeling a lot better. I don't even know if feeling a lot better is the right word. I'm just not crying. You know, I still feel the same. I'm just not crying. I'm still in a very isolated mood. I'm not in the mood to talk to anybody. I don't even remember the last time I had a full conversation with somebody. Today's Tuesday. My last full conversation with somebody was probably sometime last week. I just don't have much to say, and I feel like I just want to be in my own energy. I don't have the energy to have a text conversation. I don't have the energy to have a phone conversation. I just don't have the energy, and I'm not interested in a lot of things that are happening outside of me. I feel a little bit bad because maybe I'm not able to show up as a friend right now, but I really just can't. I really just don't have the energy. I can't show up for anything outside of myself right now. All the energy that I have is reserved for me because yeah, I just don't have it in me right now. I just don't. I'm feeling very particular about the things that I am giving my attention to. And the only thing that I really have the energy to give my attention to right now is myself. It's just that. I'm being honest with myself about it. I'm not going to force myself to have conversations that I don't want to have. I'm not going to force myself to be in situations that I don't necessarily want to be in. I think I told y'all my friend was supposed to come spend the weekend with me this coming weekend, and I think I'm going to tell her that that's just chalked. I just don't have the energy. I really just don't have the energy, and instead of subjecting somebody else to my wishy-washy energy and my not so great, you know, vibe that I'm giving off right now, I'd rather just keep it to myself. And even I also told y'all I have friends coming into town from college. They want to go to the dinner, and I just told them, yeah, y'all have fun. I'm not going to be able to make it because I know myself, and I know how I feel right now, and I know that I'm just not, you know, I'm not my best self at this very moment, and I don't want to put anybody else into that energy because I don't know what's gonna come out of it, because you might say the wrong thing to me and I just snap, and that's not fun for nobody. That's not fun for me. That's not fun for nobody else. So might as well just keep my shit to myself, and I don't know, just figure out how to get out of this, I guess. It's interesting because I don't even know how to describe it. Like, I don't feel angry or mad or sad or any of those feelings. I just feel like I want to be left alone right now. I don't want to say the people around me don't genuinely care about me or my issues, because that's not it at all. This is cathartic for me. Like, venting to whoever's watching feels cathartic, because if you're watching this 30, 40, 50-minute video, you clearly care to some degree. Whether you comment, whether you like the video, whether whatever. If you watch this, you clearly care, and maybe you relate, maybe you feel empathy or sympathy for me. I don't know, whatever it is, you clearly have some level of interest. And this feels more therapeutic than talking to anybody that I know about what I'm feeling or what's going on with me. And I also know that I have such big feelings, and I am a lot, and I have a lot of emotions. I'm a very emotional girl, and I have a lot of emotions. And I feel sometimes that it's unfair for me to put that onto other people and expect other people to hold that for me, because people have shit going on in their lives. And although I would love for somebody to just like hold me while I fucking cry about the shit that's going on in my life, that's unrealistic, because people have shit going on in their lives, and maybe they don't have the capacity to hold everything that I have going on, or hold all of my big emotions, hold all of my big feelings. And I think it's also unfair to expect that of people. So because of everything that I just said, I'd rather just, you know, keep that between me and you. Whoever's watching this, y'all clearly have the space to hold it, or y'all clearly have the desire to just watch and engage in whatever capacity that you're engaging in, and you clearly have that capacity because you are actively choosing to watch it. The people that I'm venting to, that's not an active choice. I'm just like venting. And you know, as I get older, I'm just realizing that that's not really beneficial to the relationship. It's not really beneficial to either of us in the conversation, and it's not beneficial to the problem. So I'm just shutting up. I'm just shutting up. That's really it. I'm just shutting up. And with that being said, I'm going to shut up and I'm going to end this video. As always, I thank y'all for watching this. Y'all truly have no idea what it means to me that anybody is watching. I have 97 subscribers, y'all. That's fucking mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. But I genuinely appreciate it from the bottom of my fucking heart. And I'm not going to get emotional because y'all know that I will. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all come back next week for another video. Bye.